Hi legends, what is up? What is happening here with the price of Bitcoin? Was this yet again another fake out? Here to the upside. Welcome to the live stream. Let's analyze the price of Bitcoin. Let's look at some altcoins. We'll look at Bitcoin dominance. We'll look at the liquidity heat map. We'll look at CVD. Let's analyze the price of Bitcoin. Are we going up? Are we going down? That's always the question. I've started here off with the poll. Which comes first? $72,000 or $67,000? Are you feeling bullish? Are you feeling bearish? Do you think that this is a true breakout here to the upside? Let me know in the comments down below. Right, and vote on the poll on your way in. Also smash up the like and subscribe for future notifications. Good evening, Goldie Crypto. Hi, welcome to the stream. Mr. Dev, thank you for taking time out to help us learn and analyze. Yes, that's what it's about, you know, the technical analysis and how to trade for yourself, you know, how to catch your own fish. Let me do this over here. Let me know if the music, I did hear during my previous live stream, my music was a little bit too loud and people complained my mic was too soft or my music was too loud. So let me know in the comments down below if the music is too loud and I'll put it softer. Okay, Irina, welcome. Hi, Devil. Nice to see you today. Yes, nice to see you too. And let's start off with the stream. Smash up the like on your way in. What is cooking here with the price of Bitcoin? Okay, so let's dive into the analysis. Okay, first things first, I did have my triangle over here. Okay, and then we had this little blast off to the upside, and then we smacked back down below trend. So for now, I'm not really trusting what is happening over here. This little consolidation area can either, yes, there's a possibility that we can claim this high again, okay? But for now, based on the volume, and it looks like we're going to first find downwards momentum, okay, before we potentially see another move here to the upside. Okay, so I have adjusted my trend there, okay. And right, let's see what happens, legends. Let's see what happens. I think Andy spoke about this during his live stream as well. I made some comments over there where I do see this as an A, B, C, D, E, and perhaps we get the breakout here to the upside. So there is still a high chance that we could break to the upside out of this triangle that we're forming over here, okay? But from a bullish and bearish perspective, I always have to look at both scenarios, is to say that, well, there is definitely a possibility that we lose the triangle and break to the downside, frustrating the crap out of everyone, okay? So for now, everyone wants the price to go up, right? So we would like to see a breakout here to the upside. And in Elliott wave theory, you do get an A, B, C, D, E structure, which is basically a bull flag, okay? And there are certain rules associated with this structure. And if one of the rules gets broken, we're definitely either going to the up or to the downside. And today we'll look at those scenarios over there. Right, legends. Let's see. I mean, I got into a trade over here. And the reason I got into this trade is I saw the breakout, okay? Let me do this. I saw this breakout, and I am not really a breakout trader from a big consolidation area like this, okay? Let me just switch this alarm off because it's going to irritate me. Let me delete this, do this. Okay. And then what I was also keeping an eye on is I did some in-depth analysis with the legends in the Discord community this morning, where I basically went through this structure, okay? And when you go onto the 15-minute, and I just quickly run through the basics of this structure over here, this is kind of what I was looking at, okay? Is it looked like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it looked like this was the end, and we're going to fall down. And then this happened, and I was like, hang on, something doesn't make sense, okay? Something in the structure doesn't make sense. Is it a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3? It doesn't make, it's too short. The 3 is too short. Where this consolidation doesn't make sense to me. Is it perhaps, you know, I just went through all the scenarios that I possibly could. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4? Or is it a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5? No, we didn't take the high again. This consolidation is becoming too long again. So the only solution that I can possibly think of is that this consolidation, this boring consolidation that we had over the weekend, okay, if this is a 1, 2, 3 wave here to the upside, it just does not make sense to me at all. This consolidation is way too long for a wave 1. And the reason why I say that is there's usually a 1-to-1 ratio or a 1-to-2 or even a 1-to-3 ratio, okay? But when I zoomed into the structure and I take a time fib from the low to the high, you can see, okay, I don't even have numbers that goes past the 4, because usually when the consolidation goes past the 4 versus the length of your impulse, it becomes invalidated. This consolidation is most likely like 10 or 11 times longer than wave 1, which makes the impulse to the upside less probability to play out. Okay. So this structure obviously went a lot higher, but what I did find out, or what I did see, is that when you take a fib from the low to the high over here to the low, legends, I cannot explain to you guys how powerful the 1.618 level is. I think there was another place over here just to put it into perspective. Look at this, right? From the low to the high to the low. Where did we reject? 1.618. Where did we reject? 1.618. Need I say more? These 1.618 levels are just golden from a trading perspective. Okay, so I got into a small little trade, not too aggressive, not over the top, on 𝗞𝗍, and that's my entry over there. Okay, when I saw the rejection as we got acceptance back below the 1.618, I entered around about $70,000. I already took profits here. When we over here, I took some profits, and now I'm just leaving the position open to potentially even come and claim the lows over here. So let's see how this plays out. Right. Also, if you would like to come and trade with me, just close this. Down in the description of this video, I've got Bluffin, 𝗞𝗿𝗆, and 𝗞𝗍, 3 of my favorite exchanges that I do my daily trading on. Go sign up down in the link below. It's also your way to support the channel. Right. So legends, yeah, this is basically just to give you guys an example of how powerful the 1.618 level is. Okay, and I'm sure we will find many more of them inside of this structure. And okay, so basically when I saw us rejecting at the 1.618, and as we were falling down, not as you are pumping, you just put a limit order and you close your eyes and you hope for the best. I mean, how do you do risk management? Okay, and then the price goes to the 2618, and then you have a big hole in your account. So the trick of the trade is I saw the rejection and we got acceptance back below, and I didn't enter there, I entered here. Okay, so I knew I was a little bit late to the party. I still had my stop loss above the highs, and as we moved into profits, I took a little bit to cover the fees. I moved my stop loss to break even, actually a little bit below, and wait, my stop loss is now there, and now I just sit on my hands and I wait for the trade to play out. Okay, I've already taken some profits. I mean, you have to pay yourself. Definitely you have to pay yourself. Protect your cash. The market is here to take it. Okay, but we have to acknowledge that we have high purple, in my case purple, red volume kicking in here at the moment. Okay, so the momentum looks like it wants to get acceptance back below. The question is, all right, how low are we going to go? That's the question. We can break down from here, or we can make a higher low and continue up. Right. Oh, I actually need to move my... Let me move myself here in the corner. Right. Let's put myself in the corner, make myself a little bit smaller so you guys can see better. Does that look better? Right. Hi, legends. Smash the like button. Yes. Smash up the like for the alpha and the education over here. Okay. Right, legends. The one thing that I am acknowledging over there here is to say that ideally, okay, if this is A, B, C, D, E, and a breakout to the upside, this high needs to be the high for now, okay? If we are going to start breaking up from here, the probabilities increase that we are still going to find massive upwards momentum, okay? It's just a game of probabilities. If we take this 1.618 level, especially if we take this high over here, you might get an SFP, okay, and continue the momentum to the upside. So it's actually very bullish for us if we claim this high again, all right? Well, if we claim this high, all right? Okay. Also, from an ABCDE perspective, you don't want to claim this low, okay? And ideally, if we do get momentum here to the downside, you would like us to not go lower than the 786 taken from the low to the high that we've made. You actually want to see this level at $67,000, 470. This needs to be the lowest level that needs to hold, okay? Because then we could still make a 1, 2, 3 year to the upside, okay, which is then an A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, E, and then off to the races we go. So do not take the high again. That's what I'm basically saying, for bullish momentum to continue to the upside. And we need to hold this level of $67,000 at the 786 taken from the low to the high, okay, because this will then be an impulse, a lower high for continuation to the upside. If we're going to start taking the low over here, then the ABCDE is invalidated. I mean, if we had to start getting momentum like this, right, you are invalidating the ABCDE and no more, right, where we could find lower levels coming to claim the liquidity below these lows. And what I'm also kind of still have in the back of my mind looking at this structure, if if I just clean it up here a little bit. Okay, from a larger time frame perspective, let me go on to the 1 hour. We are not out the woods just as yet, because this can still be, okay, if I take a fib from this high to the low, to the lowest point of this consolidation area, you can see where we also got rejected by the 0.618. Can you guys see how we're struggling to break that level? We've tried twice now already. We've tried here and we've tried here, and we're making lower highs, okay? So this could still be a 1, 2, 3 to the downside, okay? So it's Elliott wave impulses to the downside in reverse. So for bullish momentum to continue, you really want to see us break this level. 886, basically you want to see us smash this level over here, okay? Because the higher we go, the more we invalidate any bearish scenarios that are still left on the cards. And for now, this bearish scenario is still very much on the cards. So I've just explained the bullish scenario. Now I'm saying to you guys that if we lose these lows over here and we break to the bottom of this triangle, you might get a bounce, but the probabilities increase that we're going down, baby. We're going down, okay, in a larger 1, 2, 3 to the downside. And that can, just for speculative, what is the word? Reasoning, or if I take a fib from the fib extension from the high to the low to the high that we've made over here, okay, and let's say that is the high for now for bearish continuation to the downside, we can go as low as $60,596. Let's say $60,600. Okay, because if this is a 1, 2, 3 year to the downside, the third wave loves the 0.618. Okay, so legends, what I'm trying to tell you guys over here is we're not out the woods just as yet. From an Elliott wave perspective, we have bearish and we have bullish scenarios, and I know where the invalidations are. Do I look for shorts if this happens? Do I look for longs when X happens? Okay, so this is basically what I'm looking at from an Elliott wave perspective. And I mean, keeping things simple, let's throw Elliott wave theory out the way. Mr. Andy, hi devil, for the best TA. Thanks for joining, Andy. I appreciate you being here. Andy, guys, if you guys don't know Andy's channel is also, I think, in the description of my video downstairs, right? Go look for, let me see if I have it. Actually remove it. I will go put it back. Go check out Andy's channel, Andy at Bitcoin Sensors. Okay, so legends, not out the woods just as yet. Okay, so I've adjusted my triangle to now look like this. Invalidation is taking the low, okay, for bullish scenarios, and the higher we go, right, if we get a price momentum like this and we take this high, it increases the probabilities that we're most likely going to take this high and even get further momentum to the upside. So in a nutshell, that's basically what I see here on the price of Bitcoin. Let's go into the 4 hour. Take this out the way. Let's do a fixed range profile, see where we at inside of this long consolidation area that we've been in now. Oof. Can you guys see where we rejected? Also, I mean, I didn't even see this when I placed the trade, exactly at the value area high of this entire range, okay, where you have a deviation, and you tapped it, and now you're finding downwards momentum. Okay, so there is definitely still a possibility that when you look at this structure from a range trading perspective, if you are struggling to get momentum back outside of the range, probabilities does increase that you're going to come back down to the bottom of the range. Okay, so we are still inside of the range. We are struggling to get acceptance with high volume outside of the range and continue momentum here to the upside. And I guess this structure that is forming over here is going to be critical decision time for the price of Bitcoin. I would even go as far as saying, legends, and I mean, market is here to surprise us. If we lose this structure over here, there's a very high probability that we can come down here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perhaps we bounce on this trend over here, just to show everyone where we get that, or where we get this trend from. Okay, all the way back from 11 October 2023. Okay, definitely a possibility that we continue the range, we bounce on the trend, and perhaps this is where we get the explosion to the upside. Okay, so let's see how this unfolds. Range trading and consolidation areas are very tricky and difficult to count the Elliott waves inside of it. And let's see how this plays out, Legend. So all I'm trying to do is paint both the bullish and bearish scenarios, and I'm hoping that the information that I'm sharing with you will help you in your trading strategy to make some decisions whether, you know, you should long, short with good risk management. And right, but I have clear invalidations, and I know where to look for longs and where to look for shorts based on the price action that I'm going to see in this range. Okay. Okay, Legends, that is basically what I'm seeing here at the moment. So, I mean, this structure here needs to give us some magic action, okay? I don't want to see us lose the structure for bullish continuation here to the upside. And perhaps it will give us that all new time high in the coming weeks. Okay, but there's still time. We still have time. I mean, to the end of this triangle, you're looking at about 17 July. We can even squeeze it to 18, 19 July. But usually inside of a triangle like this, let me just draw it a little bit longer. Okay, you do start getting the breakout vibes when you are 75% into the triangle. And I think this looks to me like 60%. It looks like we can still go a little bit, okay? So this to me looks like a better structure at the moment. So let's see how this unfolds. Right, Legends. Interesting deal. I like it. Jonathan Martin, thank you so much. I appreciate the comment. Mr. Dev, how did you pull that fixed range? High to low or low to high? The fixed range on the 4 hour. So I take fixed range volume profile is here. This is the fourth option. Okay. Fixed range you guys can't see my options. Let me do this. Okay. Here we go. Fixed range volume profile. Okay. Can you guys see it? And then I take it from this consolidation area. So sometimes I'm so used to doing it already. What you want to do is Alpha, guys, please smash up the like for this education. I'm giving away all my trading secrets over here. Okay, you take it from the consolidation. I usually take it from the first red, or my case, purple candle, and then you just drag it across. Okay, just make sure that you have the whole range inside of your view, and then you just drag it across, and that's basically your fixed range profile. Okay, point of control, for those of you that don't know, is point of control where the most amount of volume has been traded inside of this entire range. And it often acts as great resistance and support. Okay, support, resistance, and this is where we are consolidating at the moment. We are still above the point of control, which means we still have a chance. Okay, so perhaps this will be that moment. This will be the moment if we come down and we get supported by the point of control, okay, to perhaps have that bounce here to the upside. Losing this point of control, it's gonna spell trouble. It's gonna spell trouble because you could break it, retest it as resistance, and continue momentum to the downside where you reach the bottom of the range at $62,730. Right. Thank you, Devil. Thanks for sharing. My pleasure, man. My pleasure. Okay, let me just put my screen back the way it was. Okay, right. What else, guys? I also saw some altcoins were doing some magic this morning. It looked like they wanted to go, and now Bitcoin is getting a little bit of dumpy action here. I was looking at Atom. I mean, you know, we broke out of this long trend from where? Okay, from 6th of March, right? It's been a multi-month trend here to the downside. And then when you zoom in here, we finally broke it. And what I like to do is if we don't get that nice breakout to the upside, I draw another trend. And this, what does this look like? This looks like a bullish pennant, right? Do you guys agree? This looks like a bullish pennant. So usually when you get the breakout, you want to see continuation to the upside. So we got the breakout. We just don't have the bullish continuation to the upside just as yet, okay? So a potential long over here. Bitcoin needs to play ball. I think that Bitcoin is still going to come down a little bit more. Perhaps, you know, you can get a retest for continuation, or Bitcoin dominance perhaps is going to give us a nice dumpy action here to the downside. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance over here. Okay. What I do like, and let's see how this plays out, is that we need Bitcoin dominance to play ball in order for altcoins to give a little bit of a poppy action here to the upside, is that we have made a lower high on Bitcoin dominance. We have lost trend, and we are currently still just consolidating outside of the trend. Okay, perhaps it has a chance for a retest over here and continuation to the downside. If we are going to get acceptance back inside the trend, bounce it as support, there's a chance that we can take the highs and continue inside of the channel. Okay, so this is decision time. This is decision time. If you look at the altcoins, you can see it's decision time. Is Bitcoin dominance going to shoot up yet into the sky, or is it going to fall down, right? Same with ILV, also breakout. Okay, it looks like ILV is actually getting a little bit of juice here at the moment. It looks like it wants to continue to the upside. Let's see if it can hold, and if it can at least come and claim this high over here. Okay, so I am spotting some breakouts here. The one thing I have noticed, did you guys see waves? Look at what happened over here. Okay, waves was inside of my swing portfolio. Luckily, I did have a stop loss for waves. Okay, I got stopped out over here somewhere. I got stopped out of waves, and it just fell here to the downside. So I'm very happy I'm out of waves, but at 27-28% here to the downside, and I believe it's because there was an announcement that it's going to be delisted on Binance, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, some of you might know better. I didn't read all the news and the Twitter stuff that I wanted to get through today. Okay, but what a dump here to the downside. Pity, because I mean, technically it looked so great. From a spot or a swing perspective, it really looked great. It was holding trend. It's inside the consolidation area. Nice dump here to the downside. So this is perhaps an opportunity. Okay, we are finding support here above these highs. This is perhaps an opportunity, and but yeah, some bearish news here on waves. Okay, what else? What else? Casper. Someone asked for Casper. Let's see. Is it CAS? USDT, is it this one? Right? Is this the one? I mean, there's nothing to analyze over here. What do you want me to analyze? A green candle. A green candle here to the upside. Right, legends, let me know which comes first. 72k, let's see which one is winning over here. Most of you guys are saying 72k is coming first, so you guys are feeling bullish. Okay, honestly, legends, I mean, I can't analyze this. We had a breakout and it's massively exploding here to the upside. We have resistance which we smashed through over here. I can actually take these boxes out. I haven't analyzed it in a while. Okay, but I mean, what a nice breakout, like breakout of trend, resistance, and finally we broke it. Finally, we broke the resistance. Okay, so there's a good chance that if you are feeling that you've missed out on Casper, the only way that I will buy back in, because we've broken resistance with relatively high green volume, any pullback into this area following this trend, okay, is a potential load up zone. I cannot buy over there. I don't FOMO into trades, and we are starting to hit resistance, underbelly resistance over here. There's just no ways I will FOMO into a trade over here. Take a fib from the high to the low. We're almost at the 786 possible rejection area. Let's see how it reacts, because you could get the rejection here by the 786. You get a pullback, test the resistance that you've broken, scene of the crime, okay, into support for continuation to the upside. So I'm only interested in Casper at 14.7 cents, 14.7 cents, or 147 cents. Right. Okay, so that's quick and dirty analysis here on Casper. I am curious to see if it has nice clean trends. So if I go into, let's go into the 5 minute. I just want to see something here. Does it have nice trends to trade from a lower time frame perspective? No. It's just rampaging here to the upside. Okay, if you want to take a speculative long that we're going to hit the 786 level over here, I mean, please do so at your own risk. Okay, I'm not sure how you're going to apply risk management to this trade, so it's not a trade that I would enter. From a trend line breakout perspective, it's not an easy one. Definitely not an easy one. So from a day trading perspective, it's not a coin that I will trade. Okay, but that's basically the quick and dirty analysis here on the price of Casper. Thanks for the analysis. ETH at 15-minute has a 5-wave down move, now at resistance for a possible ABC with an upward wave to come. Let's go look at it, Rudy. Let's go look at ETH. I actually have not looked at ETH in a while, and I think I need to make a point to go through Bitcoin and Ethereum by default during every live stream. Let's go and look at ETH over here. Let's go on to the 4-hour. I just want to see where we are. You guys can just see all the breakouts. Breakout. I mean, guys, these trend lines inside of a bigger triangle is so powerful because you catch the breakout before the breakout happens, and then you have an entry over here, and everyone is trying to get in over here. Okay, so very powerful, giving away some alpha over here. Smash up the like. Right. Ooh. Let's see. Just want to check out something. Sorry if I go quiet, I am thinking 1 2 1 2. This is definitely a double 1 2 1 2 1 2. So 2618, third wave. Okay, definitely that can be the fourth wave. Let me see. As long as it doesn't hit the 618, it didn't. It bounced perfectly on the 0.5. Like I explained to you guys so many times, the 50% fib level is considered a maximum target for a fourth wave. So beautiful. 1 2 1 2. 3 4 5. Okay, so it looks like it's completed its fifth wave here to the upside, and this is perhaps a larger ABC correction. Okay, but ABCs can go quite deep. They can really go quite deep. They can go to the 618, 786, and if it comes down here to the 0.88, then the probabilities of a 1 2 3 here to the upside, if you go past the 786, it drastically decreases that you're going to get a third explosive wave here to the upside, especially if you hit the 0.88. So you want us to find support between the 0.5 and the 618, 786 if we do get downwards momentum here. Okay. I just want to see where ETH is from a larger time frame perspective. Let's go on to the 8-hour. Okay. I just remember, guys, on ETH, how everyone was so scared, okay? When we broke out of this channel, we broke out, we came back for such a beautiful retest. And when we were here retesting the top of the channel, no one wanted to buy ETH, okay? Because typically you have a breakout, you have a retest, and then you continue momentum here to the upside. And no one wanted to buy ETH here. Everyone thought it's just going to smack back down to the bottom of the channel, right? That was such a great load up zone if you didn't have your ETH bags packed yet, okay? Let's see. From a larger time frame perspective, 1 2 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, if this was a fifth wave here to the upside, there's still a chance. There's still a chance. Okay, let me just clean up this mess. If it's still going to make a larger fifth wave here to the upside, this could potentially be a wave 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, where you smash the resistance, you take the high. But I mean, it's all dependent on the price of Bitcoin and dominance. Okay, we need to make a higher low. Okay, and it needs to not be lower than the 786 taken from the low to the high, right? Then we have a chance that this is a 1 2 3 4 5 here to the upside, but it could also be an A, B, C from a larger time frame perspective. So yes, legends, I know I'm not making it really easy for you, and I'm not making it clear in terms of which direction we are going to go, but I am a little bit concerned about this lower high situation over here. I'm a little bit concerned over here. Okay, I would have liked to see us claim this high. And because pure technical analysis, basic technical analysis, we have a lower high. Okay, so perhaps this is the move that's going to give us that higher high over there. Okay, but I do see a little bit of a deeper retracement for this scenario to play out. So I guess from a good news perspective, there's still a load up zone opportunity. If you've missed the pump, you still have an opportunity to get into ETH. Okay, higher low for potential to the upside. Okay, right. Let's go through some more comments over here. Thanks, 𝗬𝗍𝗍. What is the settings on your VRVP? VRVP. VRVP. Let me see. VRVP. I've got my VRVP over here. And my settings. Let me share my settings. You can just take a screenshot of this. Okay, take a screenshot of this, rewind the video, go take a screenshot, and I don't know if I changed anything over here. Just take a screenshot of this and make sure that your settings are the same as mine if you would like to copy my settings. Okay, that's the settings for my VRVP. Right. Okay, so Bitcoin, very interesting. Let's go through some more comments. Can you take a look at Veracity, VRA? Let me not say the name. Is it Veracity? Don't know. I don't want to sound stupid, but I do not know all these damn altcoins with all their names. Okay, VRA. I did analyze it last week. Let's see if it's here at the bottom somewhere. VRA. Did I delete it? Okay, let's go look for it. VRA USD UADT USDT. I do have it somewhere. Where are you? Veracity? God, I'm just being blunt here. I don't see it. And when I VRA, there we go. Oh crap, man, it's the one right over there. I'm having a blonde moment. Veracity, man. Yes, the one that's been doing so well. The one that the legends introduced to me last week. Okay, well, technically it is still inside of load up zone. Okay, if you are planning to build a bigger spot bag here to the upside, wow. Mr. Fan, Shana Quintilla, $200. That is quite a big super chat over here. Thank you so much. She is my #1 fan, my wife, all the way from South Africa, supporting me here while I'm in Dubai. Thank you so much for sharing the love. Much love, my beautiful wife. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Veracity. Okay, let me just get my bearings straight over here. Veracity for me is still in a beautiful load up zone. Beautiful long consolidation. We are at the lows at the moment. I mean, a better load up zone. Definitely, there's always an opportunity for a better load up zone. But it looks like it can break out. Okay, I think we've all. Let me not say. Okay, I'm looking for the breakout of this trend. So I've basically connected these 3 dots over here. Okay, these 3 dots I've connected, and we are almost there. We are almost there. Okay, are we gonna get that final claim of the liquidity? This is the entry that I'm looking for here, legends. This is the entry that I'm looking for, because when you have a long consolidation like this and a pump and you don't claim these lows, I can just imagine. Okay, it's so cute. Thank you so much. Thanks, Irida. Yes, right. Okay, when you have a long consolidation like this after a pump and you have not claimed the lows, I can just imagine how much liquidity and stop losses are lying over here. So it would be nice, okay, to get that final sweep of the liquidity before we have the breakout. I'm interested in this area, grabbing all the liquidity below these lows. I would really like the opportunity to buy Veracity a little bit cheaper, okay? Even these lows over here, if we can just get that sweep of the lows and you get the breakout, okay? Making everyone bearish and bam, the breakout happens. Okay, but we might not get it, okay? And that's why I've got my alarm set, and this is why I'm watching the trend over here like a hawk. I've got my alarm, I'm sitting on my hands. Let's see, when we get here, I want to see how price is going to react over here, okay? Do we break out with high volume? Do we retest it and then off to the races we go? Or sometimes you just get that, just leaves you behind, okay? Doesn't even give you time to enter. But this to me is still a great nibble area where you nibble, 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 nibble. Okay. Right, that's basically what I have to say here on the price of 𝗬𝗍₻. It is inside of my swing portfolio. Small position. I do consider 𝗬𝗍₻ a little bit of a higher risk token. And the reason I've classified it as high risk in my portfolio is because first reason is it has a low market cap, okay? Second reason is they've only deployed or released 10% of their total supply tokens into the market, which means that there can still be a massive selling pressure in the future depending on when they're going to unlock the rest of the 90% of their tokens they still have. So I'm a little bit cautious of 𝗬𝗍₻. So I'm giving it a chance, and that's why I deployed a smaller percentage of my portfolio on 𝗬𝗍₻. But technically, for now, it still looks great. Okay. Okay, right. The other one was, what was it? I'm so distracted by these comments now. 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗍, what is it? What is it? Y-F-I. Marvin. 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽. You guys are trading USDT, the weirdest altcoins. Okay, it somehow sounds familiar. Let's see. Mr. 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽. Let's see. Ooh. I like. I can see it has a low market cap. Purely looking at the price action. It's most probably like 700. I would say 700 to 800 on the list on CoinMarketCap. Let's go check it out quick. Please remember, down in the description, come trade with me. Use one of the links down in the description. Bluffin, Bybit, and 𝗞𝗍, okay? And sign up. You qualify for the biggest bonuses and the lowest fees by using the links down below. It costs you nothing, okay? I want to just look at something over here. CoinMarketCap. I like to use CoinMarketCap, right? I know some people prefer CoinGecko. CoinMarketCap is my favorite. What was that project called now again? I've got it here in the comments. YFI. Oh, it actually has a larger market cap. 285. So it's a mid cap. Okay. Oof. Okay, let's just focus on the technical side here. I mean, beautiful wave. Can you guys see a beautiful wave? This is what I call a beautiful Elliott wave. Do you guys know that dinosaur? I can't remember what that dinosaur's name is now. The dinosaur that has that fins at the back. Do you guys know that dinosaur? And it has that long tail at the back. My drawing skills are not great. Do you guys know that dinosaur? Elliott waves reminds me of that dinosaur where you get the spikes at the back and it has that round formation. So there's my analysis on 𝗖𝗍𝘽 over here. Okay. You guys like? You like? You don't like it? I'm not being funny. Okay. The one thing that I do like, legends, is the long consolidation. Okay, for those of you that's been following me for a while, you know I like long consolidations. Okay, you have a beautiful Elliott wave where you found the highs, you came back down and you found a low. You found a low and you're consolidating sideways, which tells me that the selling pressure is most likely exhausted. Okay, so for me, price inside of this consolidation zone, if you are bullish on the fundamentals, is a good place to start loading up some of your bags, expecting this, all right, where you're gonna get this again, right? And maybe we'll see another one over here. Okay, maybe we'll see another one over here, something like that. Okay. Stegosaurus, yes, is that the Stegosaurus? I must remember that name, Stegosaurus. Okay, cool, guys. So, I mean, technically, I think it's still a nice load-up zone. Let's zoom into the smaller time frames over here. Let's go into the 4 hour, see what we can spot. Does it have beautiful trends? I mean, look at this. I mean, how do you trend this? I would say that's obviously a key trend over there. Put your alarm and wait for the breakout, see how price reacts. I am a bit concerned that it only has 2 touches, 1, 2, okay, and usually you get a 3rd touch and you get maybe a claim of this liquidity. Okay, that would be beautiful if you can get a sweep of the lows. I always call it the sweep of the lows. You get a sweep of the lows, you get acceptance back above, not as you are falling. Okay, once you sweep the lows and you get acceptance back above these lows over here, that to me would be a sweet entry where you sweep the liquidity, you've got your 3rd touch, and then on the 4th touch you have the true breakout to the upside. This could even be a fake out and it smacks back down. Right, so that's basically what I see here on Wi-Fi. I'll just call it Wi-Fi. Okay, right, legends. What else? What else? What is Bitcoin doing over here? Let's go look at CVD. Let me refresh this. Let's see if we can spot some bearish or bullish CVD. Okay. Bullish CVD actually played out pretty awesome during the duration of this day. I spotted bullish CVD for continuation here to the upside, lower lows on CVD confirming continuation to the upside, and then when we got here to the top, which I thought was the 5th wave, I think it was over here, I thought this was the 5th wave, 1 2 3 4 5, and I was just like, there's no bearish CVD, this is weird, it looks like it just wants to continue. Okay, and I mean, even against this pivot we made bearish or bullish CVD to the upside. Anyways, we continued momentum, and where did we get rejected? Bearish CVD. Okay, this is also a reason why I entered that trade that I've just shared with you guys. Bearish CVD, lower high, higher highs on yellow. Okay, that to me was a clue that we're going to dump to the downside. Okay, at the moment, let's look for at the moment. We are building up bearish CVD on our way up on yellow. Okay, can you guys see? We haven't claimed this high just as yet, so some local bearish CVD building up here, which could give us still more momentum to the downside. Let's see how this plays out. Okay, right, legends. Thanks, 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗍𝗽. Thank you so much. Doge analysis, please help stuck in long with small leverage, 3x margin. What do you expect? Should I DCA lower, or what's your opinion? Doge analysis, please. Let's go do Doge here quickly. I was looking at Floki today, but let's go and have a look at Doge. Right, Doge is inside my swing portfolio. Let's see. Okay, I think we kind of have like a ascending thing going on here. Okay, we have lost this trend, but it also looks like we broke a trend. No, we're rejected by the trend. Are you in a long? Doge analysis, please. Stuck in long. Okay, with small leverage. Live, I don't know what live is. 3x leverage, 30 margin. Okay, I mean, Doge is quite volatile. Most altcoins are, and they give you big percentages to the up and to the downside. Usually when I trade alts, I use low leverage, low capital. I'm not aggressive with leverage on altcoins because they can stop you out, and then the price does exactly what you wanted it to do anyways. Okay. Not an easy one. Not an easy one. From the low to the highs. Okay, we are finding support by the 382, but I mean, we could definitely dip down lower. Obviously, it's going to depend on the price of Bitcoin. You can see it kind of looks like ascending story going on here. If I have to draw the trend, it looks like it is. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense. We have lost trend. Okay, let me just keep it real over here, legends. Is that looks like the trend that has been lost. Now I'm tracking this momentum to the downside. So if I remove that trend, you want to break this trend, okay, for continuation back to the upside, which we have not done. It looks like we've tapped it, and now we're getting a rejection to the downside. For now, the 382 is holding as support. So it's difficult to say, is the 382 going to hold, or are we going to find downwards momentum to the 50% fib level, or to the 618, or even the 786, okay, to get the bounce to the upside? You can see that we are fighting with resistance. We are fighting with this consolidation area. Can you see the resistance over here that we are fighting with? It's a consolidation area. We've tried to break through twice already, okay? We've tried to break through, and now we are sloping down here at the moment. So for me, from a trading perspective, I would just say set your alarm and wait for the breakout, because at the moment it looks like a rejection. And I don't know if the 30% of the 382 or the 50% is going to hold. We do have strong resistance here as well, but it's already been tapped, okay? Okay. That's basically the quick and dirty analysis here on the price of Doge. Unfortunately, no one knows whether the market is going up or down. It's about having a plan when you enter a trade, okay? And sorry, I'm not knocking on anyone over here. And for those of you that has been following me for a long time, you know exactly what I'm about to say. If you do not know why you are entering the trade, if you do not know why you are entering the trade, this is my why line, and you do not know where your stop loss is, and you do not know where to take profits, you should not take the trade. Okay, you have to tick all three boxes. You have to plan your trade. And if you didn't plan your trade, you don't know where your stop loss is, you don't know where to take profits, you shouldn't have entered the trade. Okay, so it's just part of risk management. That's trading one-on-one, trading one-on-one. If you are just entering, hoping for the best, that's not a strategy. You have to have a plan. Okay, so sorry, I'm not knocking on anyone. I'm just saying this is how I trade. Okay, you have to have a plan, and you shouldn't enter a trade if you don't have a plan and you can't manage your risk. Okay, so for now, if I was in this trade, I would literally have a tight stop loss under there. Okay, because it could still have that breakout here to the upside. But I mean, Bitcoin looks a little bit bearish at the moment. So depending on how Bitcoin is going to perform over here, if Bitcoin is still going to make that lower high, let's just, for argument's sake, say Bitcoin is going to do this and then break out. Okay, this can pull Dogecoin down a little bit, okay, depending on whether Bitcoin dominance is going to continue to the upside or start rejecting. Okay, if Bitcoin dominance can reject over here, there's a chance that dominance will protect Dogecoin from getting the massive drop to the downside. Other than that, I'm not sure what else to tell you. Legends, please smash up the like, hit subscribe for future notifications. I hope you guys enjoy the alpha, the education over here. I have unfortunately run out of time. Have yourselves a great evening, and I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers for now.